Hello, my dear students. I am your English teacher Rakesh Uthar from Ambuja Public School. I welcome you all on APS e-learning channel. Today I am here with one more poem from class 8th Honeydew book titled as The School Boy. The poem is composed by William Black. Let's have an introduction of William Black. William Black was born on November 28, 1757 and died on August 12 in 1827. He was an English poet, painter and printmaker. Largely unrecognized during his lifetime, Black is now considered a seminal figure in the history of the poetry and visual arts of Romantic age. So when William Blake was alive, his work was not that much recognized, his work was not that much got famous. But after his death, when his work was published, he got fame, and now he is considered as a very good figure, a very good poet of Romantic age. Now, before this poem, you will find quite close to your heart because this poem is about a school boy, and as you are also a school going boy, school going child, so you will be also observing the same thing happening with you as that has happened with the poet. So this poem you are going to enjoy a lot. Let's talk about the central idea of the poem. The Schoolboy was originally published in the Songs of Innocence. Black put this poem in Song of Experience. When the combined volume was published, this poem is appropriate in Songs of Experience, as we find the elements of restriction imposed on the carefree life of the schoolboy. Let's talk about the summary of this poem. The speaker of poem is a schoolboy who loves to rise in summer morning. When birds are singing on the trees, the boy gets entertained by the company of the hunter who blows his clarion from a distant field and sweet lullabies of skylark. But the thing he dislikes is going to school, which pulls all his happiness and joy. He is tired and even puzzled under the strict supervision of his teacher. Instead of enjoying the pleasures of summer, the child has to spend many tensed hours in his school nor in the garden, where he can learn many things in interesting way with the nature. A bird can never sing sweet songs when he is caged. Similarly, a child, if remain under the umbrella of annoying fear and tension, the skepticism of its teacher, can never enjoy the natural instincts of joy and playfulness. In last stanzas, he tried to make understand his parents that if a budding child is picked and swept off in the early stage of life, where there is no one to care for, then how he can grow in mature plant. So basically here the child is talking about his life, which he finds full of restrictions. He loves to sleep quite late in the morning, but he has to wake up because he has to go to school. And in the school, even the child does not enjoy because he finds his teacher fearsome. The time which he spends under the supervision of his teachers less enjoyable. So he complains his parents that if a child is not given an opportunity to blossom, when the child lives under such restrictions and strictness, how the child is going to be a mature plant. He compares himself with caged birds and birds, flower birds, nipped in early age or early stage of their life, which cannot turn into flowers. So that is what the child conveys to his parents. The poet tries to underline the complaints of the children that they must get freedom, carefree life, they must get opportunity where they can learn at their own pace. So I hope you understand the summary and meaning of this poem. Let's talk about some poetic aspects of this poem. As far as poetic devices are considered, there are two poetic devices, which is alliteration and metaphor, and the rhyme scheme is A B A B B. So I want to show you these poetic devices and this rhyme scheme in the text itself. So kindly wait a while. This is the text. So here you can see the rhyme scheme. Morn is rhyming with horn, tree is rhyming with me and company. So that is why it is given a rhyme scheme of A B A B B. Now you can see alliteration over here. Alliteration is when two adjacent words are having a same consonant at the beginning, same consonant sound. Say here his horn, skylark sings. So these are example of alliteration over here. There are more examples in this poem. You can see when you will go through this, you will come to know about those other words which are in alliteration. Now here metaphor is when the boy compares himself with the caged bird or those birds which are nipped at their early age of life. So that is metaphor over here in this poem. Let's move further. This is a glossary, new words, new terms for you. Meanings are also given to you. Kindly read the words, find their meaning and try to use them. So this is all from my side. I hope you have enjoyed the video, you have enjoyed the explanation and the poetic devices in this lesson, in this poem. If you find anything difficult, kindly do reach me. Thank you for watching this video.